For a long time, many imagined conditions on Venus to be similar to Earth, but space probes, including the European mission Venus Express, have since confirmed that the planet, considered to be Earth's twin sister, is no tropical paradise.
The planet Venus got its name from the goddess of love and beauty, Venus. And it's of course a very beautiful planet, just as Venus is beautiful. But Venus can also be a hellish place.
At the dawn of the space age, Venus was a very popular destination. Since the early 60s, more than 20 American and Soviet space probes have been sent there, fueled by hopes of finding similar conditions to Earth. Unfortunately, the data collected unveiled a very hostile planet, which has proved extremely difficult to study.
One cannot see the surface from the outside because Venus is covered by a closed cloud deck. These are high clouds at about 60 kilometers altitude, and these are sulfuric acid clouds which cover the entire planet.
This acid cloud blanket has long prevented man from studying Venus's complex environment, its atmosphere, its surface, and its geology.
But now, with the help of modern technology, at the infrared wavelengths, we are able to look through this cloud cover down to the surface.
Since arriving in orbit around Venus 3 years ago, ESA's Venus Express has delved into the secrets of the planet's atmosphere. Thanks to its stream of data, scientists have been able to explain, to some extent, why Venus has become so inhospitable compared to its sister Earth. For example, the Venus Monitoring Camera, VMC, which spans near-infrared, ultraviolet and visible wavelengths, has shown that the atmosphere is even more dynamic than expected. Influenced by the gigantic hurricane-like vortices at its poles, the upper atmosphere rotates around the planet at a formidable speed, with winds reaching 360 kilometers an hour. They then drop to almost zero at the planet's surface.
When you get deeper into the atmosphere and down to the surface, it's really a hellish place because of the high temperatures and the high pressures that crushes anything that gets in there and burns it at 460 degrees Celsius.
With this data, scientists hope that by better understanding what's going on under Venus's clouds, they might find out why Earth and Venus's destinies differed so wildly from the very birth of our solar system.
The whole of Venus' surface was renewed in a kind of catastrophic event approximately 500 million years ago, and such as tremendous lava flows covering all of the old surface. The reason for that we don't really know. There are a number of speculations, but we don't know for sure.
Astronomers of the past could be forgiven for suggesting that Venus's climate was once similar to Earth. Our sister planet wasn't always that different.
Likely, in the early days of the solar system, Venus may well have had as much water as Earth had, and of course at that time the climate would have been very different, the temperature much lower. And slowly then, probably because Venus is closer to the Sun, it received more sunlight, the water slowly boiled up into the atmosphere. Actually, data from Venus Express shows that this process is still ongoing.
Venus Express has also been able to measure how Venus is losing its hydrogen and oxygen, which are stripped away by solar winds. Unlike Earth, protected by its magnetic field, the slowly rotating Venus doesn't have such a shield, and is therefore gradually losing what's left of its water.
Климат Венеры в основном определяется очень сильным парниковым эффектом.
Climate change on Venus is strongly influenced by a very powerful greenhouse effect, like the one we have on Earth on a much smaller scale. However, we should bear in mind that by raising carbon dioxide and water vapor levels in the atmosphere, we could one day have a climate as hostile as the one we see on Venus. Although there's still a long way to go before that happens, the findings of the Venus Express mission are prompting more reflection about the consequences of climate change on its unlikely twin, planet Earth.